What up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's another day. It's another great day to start another video. And today's video will be covering up Adobe InDesign. I'm going to tackle master pages and how you can leverage master page. I know master pages can be intimidating if you're starting with InDesign, you're starting to know the platform. But once you get familiar with the master pages, I promise you guys that doing stuff in InDesign will be really, really fun. So let's not waste any time. Let's go to the video. We are now in Adobe InDesign. I have here an 8.5 by 11 document. Now let's just say, for example, we are creating a magazine project of that size. And if you can see my mouse here, in this section here, where it says non or a parent, this section here is your master page. And then in this line below here where it says one single page A, this is your page. This is the page where you can edit things, where you'll be making your project. So since we're talking about master page, let's go ahead and create a master page. And by the way, master pages are like templates. They act as templates for you to make things easier, for you to, lay things out so that your editing process would be really seamless. Without a master page, in my opinion, things will be really, really delayed. You'll be eating a lot of time designing per page. So master page will really help you ease the time when you're designing for print stuff, right? So go back here. Let's say, for example, when I click this, it goes to the left side of the master page because this is a master page spread. This is a spread. And then when I click this right side here, it points me to the right side of the page, right? So let's just go ahead and create something in here. Maybe let's put a box here. This will, like, for example, act as my image placeholder for my magazine, right? Bring this down a bit and maybe add here some text. Let's size that maybe 80, and I'm gonna put here a placeholder title here for the feature, and let me just adjust that a quick, and then drag that, and then subtitle here. Subtitles, maybe size that down, and let's just size that to 30. And then maybe put a writer here, maybe of 18 size, writer or content producer or source. That's just for example purposes only. So that would be it. Okay, so I have here a master page of that for my left side. And on the right side, let's just say, for example, it would be all text, right? I'm going to put here text box. And in this moment, I will be putting another frame for my image, which will act as a secondary image on the page 2. So let's just put there. And before that, I would like to put on some text wrap on this. So go ahead and click bounding, or what option is this? This is wraparound bounding box. So I'm going to link that. Maybe a decent 1.25 is good. And going back to my text frame here, I'm going to place a filler placeholder for that. And let's say, for example, you want this text to have like a, columns. I want this to be a 3-column text. So you can go ahead and Control B. That will pop up the text frame options for you. Let's put 3 columns, right? So as you can see, my image placeholder here has already a text wrap effect, and my texts are in columns, 3 columns. So yeah, that's our master page for our feature. So I click here, automatically this gives you the main page that you'll be editing. But since we are going for a feature here, let's drag this guy here below. So I have here my feature page, right? I just drag the master page down here to the page so that it becomes a page. But as you can see, the things here are still not editable. These are locked. And for you to touch the elements of these page, you will need to unlock these by, if you're editing on a Windows, go ahead and hold Control Shift and click the element. Like for example, I'm going to click here the box. And right now, this one is editable. You can drag this whatever you want. And for this text, Control Shift click, this now becomes editable too. So let's just put ahead new places in LA this month. All right, that becomes my placeholder. And now it's editable, right? So I'm going to drag another section for the right section here. And as you can see, it's still locked. Go ahead and hit Control Shift click. This becomes now a very fragile page where you can edit the text. Okay. Oh, and if you're using a Windows, to unlock the properties of these or the elements of the page, you just simply hit Command Shift and then click. That's all. If you're using a MacBook. So yeah, that's it. And you can simply replicate this master page how many you like. You can just drag it here, and then drag another one. So if you're actually making a magazine is a lot of like sections, right? So in this example, I was just showing you how it's being done, the master page. And if you want to add another master page here, so that you can also create another variation for another, maybe another page or another section of the page, you just simply right click here on the master page section, new parent, and then prefix B could be okay. And then you can rename your master page, say master page 2. Automatically, this gives you a spread, right? But if you, again, create a new master page, this will give you options. It could be 1 page or 2 page. So let's just hit 1 page for our parent C, right? So everything you add on the master page, when you drag it here to become a page, it actually will be carried over. And then it's up to you to edit them here in the page section. Your master page won't be fragile if you're working on the page section. But if you're changing master page here, for example, I'm going to replicate this section here. Oh, sorry. Replicate that. And I'm going to, let's say, for example, adjust here in the master page the size of my text frame. Maybe put it here, and I'm going to put here text for maybe volume number of the release, right? So maybe just put that to 20 size. Okay, so what it'll do is basically it will reflect to the other stuff that you already have on this section here. So when you try to see it, it's already there, guys. See? It's already there. So if you edit your master page, automatically all edits will reflect on the page, your working page. That's just it. That's making your life pretty easy by not going to every single page, every single element to edit them. That's how master page works, and that is really, really dope. That's really, really powerful if you're working on some big projects that really eats up a lot of time. And that's it, guys. That's the master page in InDesign. If you think about it, it's just really, really simple. If you've learned something out of this video today, please, guys, just a little favor, smash that subscribe button and then hit that thumbs up for this video to get just for us to get recommended to other users out there who are struggling with master page, and we might be able to help someone out there, So that's it for today's video. Wrapping this up by saying thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.